Are you worried your September check might arrive later than usual or even earlier? Do you know which Wednesday is yours this month and why some people already saw money before September even began? And what if I told you there are no SSI checks in September, but some folks get 2 next month and 2 again in December? If you want crystal clear answers and a stress-free plan for your bills, stay with me right now. Tap like so this video reaches more seniors and disability recipients who need it. Hit subscribe and ring the bell so you never miss an urgent update that could change how you budget the very week it drops. Let's get you every dollar you're owed, on time, without surprises. Here's what's new as of September 15th and what it means for your wallet. September is one of those months where the schedule looks simple at first glance and confusing once you factor in holidays, birth date rules, and the line between Social Security and SSI. This year, Labor Day landed on Monday, September 1, which is a federal holiday. That matters because SSI is normally paid on the first of the month. When the first lands on a weekend or federal holiday, SSI moves earlier to the last business day before. That's why SSI beneficiaries received their September money on Friday, August 29, not in September at all. If you get SSI and wondered why your deposit hit in late August, that's exactly why. This is standard procedure set by the Social Security Administration's payment calendar. If you're not on SSI and you receive Social Security Retirement or SSDI, September follows the familiar second, third, and fourth Wednesday pattern based on your birth date, plus a separate rule for longtime beneficiaries who started before May 1997. In plain English, here's the September map. People who began benefits before May 1997, or those receiving both Social Security and SSI, are on the 3rd of the month, which was Wednesday, September 3. Everyone else is slotted by birthday. If your birthday is the 1st through the 10th, you're paid on the 2nd Wednesday, September 10 this year. Birthdays from the 11th through the 20th are the 3rd Wednesday, September 17. And birthdays from the 21st through the 31st fall on the 4th Wednesday, September 24. Those aren't random dates, they come straight from the SSA's published 2025 schedule. If a payment ever doesn't show on that expected day, SSA asks that you allow a few mail days before contacting them, especially if you receive a paper check. Now, a lot of you have asked, why did my friend get money before September even started while I'm still waiting? It comes down to which benefit you receive and which rule applies to you. SSI moved early because of Labor Day. Social Security did not, because Social Security uses Wednesdays keyed to your birth date, not the 1st of the month. That's why two neighbors can have entirely different experiences in the same week. The important thing is to match yourself to the correct lane. SSI follows the 1st of month rule with holiday or weekend adjustments. Social Security follows the 3rd or a Wednesday rule depending on when you first started benefits or your birthday window. Let's zoom out to what's next so you can plan beyond this week. Because SSI was paid early on August 29 for September, there is no SSI deposit during the month of September. But here's the part you'll want to put on your calendar. In October, many SSI recipients effectively see 2 deposits, one on Wednesday, October 1 for October benefits, and another on Friday, October 31 for November benefits, because November 1 lands on a Saturday. And in December, you'll likely see 2 again, one for December on Monday, December 1, and another on Wednesday, December 31 for January benefits, because January 1 is a federal holiday. That quirk is built into the calendar every year and is visible on SSA's official payment calendars. Building your monthly budget with that in mind can keep your rent, utilities, and groceries smooth even when the deposits zigzag around holidays. There's also a policy wrinkle that's been affecting some households since midsummer. If you've noticed your check is suddenly smaller than you expected and you received a letter about an overpayment, you're not alone. The Social Security Administration began withholding up to 50% of monthly benefits for individuals who had not set up a repayment plan for prior overpayments, a push that started in July 2025. Around 2 million people have been touched by this, and the reduction is automatic unless you contact SSA to arrange a plan, appeal, or seek a waiver based on hardship. If your deposit was lower and you don't know why, it's worth checking your online account or calling to clarify your status and your options. Don't let an unexpected reduction derail your entire month. Be proactive and ask for a structured repayment plan if you need one. Speaking of planning, a ton of you want to know what this fall and winter may look like. For 2025, the full retirement age for those born in 1959 is 66 years and 10 months. The maximum monthly Social Security retirement benefit for someone claiming at full retirement age is listed at $4,018 for 2025, and a cost of living adjustment of around 2.5% was referenced in recent reporting for this benefit year. Keep in mind, COLA becomes news the moment SSA makes it official each October for the following year, and until then, projections are estimates. I'll update you as soon as the official COLA number for 2026 is announced, but for now, build your budget off the confirmed 2025 amounts you're already receiving and any verified SSA notices you've received personally. Let's turn that into a step-by-step plan you can feel good about. First, identify your lane. Are you SSI, Social Security before May 1997, or Social Security with a birthday-based Wednesday? If you're SSI, remember that September had no deposit because it landed on August 29th, and October will bring 2 deposits, October 1 and October 31, followed by 2 again in December, on December 1 and December 31. If you're Social Security pre-May 1997, you're on the 3rd of each month, which was September 3. If you're newer and birthday-based, hold to your Wednesday, September 10 for birthdays 1 to 10, September 17 for birthdays 11-20, and September 24 for birthdays 21-31. These dates are consistent with SSA's nationwide calendar for 2025. Matching your bills to those exact days or shifting due dates by calling your utility or credit card companies can remove the tight middle-of-the-month squeeze so many of you describe. Now, what if your payment doesn't arrive when it should? Direct deposit delays are rare, but they happen. Give it a business day, confirm your bank didn't flag the deposit, and check your My Social Security account for any notices. If you're on paper checks, allow a few mailing days before contacting SSA, as their own guidance suggests. When you do call, have your bank name, account details, and the exact expected date ready. A calm, precise description often shortens the time to resolution. And if you received an overpayment notice, call immediately to set up an affordable plan. Don't wait for a surprise 50% deduction to ruin your month. Let me paint what the next few weeks look like so you can breathe easier. This week, if your birthday is in the 1st 10th range, your deposit hits on Wednesday, September 10th. The following Wednesday, September 17th, is for birthdays in the 11th 20th range, and the last Wednesday of the month, September 24, covers birthdays from the 21st to the 31st. If you're a third of the month person, you already saw your money on September 3. That pattern is baked into the 2025 schedule, and it's not going to change mid-month. The only moving parts are holiday adjustments, and we've already navigated the big one that pushed SSI into late August. From here, the next double month for SSI is October, because November 1 is a Saturday, and then December brings another double because January 1 is a holiday. If you keep your eyes on those fence posts, you won't be caught off guard. Social Security. I also want to address a fear that comes up every fall, rumors that benefits will suddenly be delayed nationwide. Those stories pop up every year on social media, and almost always they trace back to confusion over the holiday calendar or a single bank's processing hiccup. The national schedule is set long in advance on SSA's website and in the official PDF calendars. When there is a genuine nationwide policy change, like the overpayment withholding push I mentioned, you'll see it reported by credible outlets and reflected in SSA notices, not just in viral posts. If you want me to keep tracking those credible updates for you, tell me in the comments what questions are stressing you out most, and I'll prioritize those in the next video. As we wrap, September is steady for Social Security, split into those Wednesdays by birthdays, plus the 3rd for longtime beneficiaries. If you're SSI, you already got paid on August 29 because the 1st was a holiday, which means no SSI hits during September. Next, circle October 1 and October 31 for SSI, and remember that December will bring a similar two-deposit pattern with December 1 and December 31. If you saw a smaller check, look for an overpayment letter and set up a repayment plan instead of being blindsided by a 50% automatic withholding. Keep your budget tied to your exact Wednesday, or the 3rd, and if you can, nudge your bill due dates so they sit a day or two after your deposit window. Those tiny adjustments can remove the month-to-month anxiety that comes from a schedule you don't control.